Hey, sorry, you go first.
It's okay, dude. No, dude. You usually go first, dude.
We're back, prepared, ready.
Yeah.
To save wrestling. We've been fucking slacking. We got to do a quick update. Just do a quick WrestleMania review. Pretty good. All right. Anyway, so
wait, we got to do WrestleMania Backlash too. All right.
Oh, next. not bad. Anyway, all right.
So there was an AEW pay-per-view also.
Oh, what? Which one was that?
I don't remember. Gears or something. I don't know.
Oh, Gears. You want to hear my review for that?
Yeah.
Decent.
Honestly, in AEW, we could talk about AEW when we get to the Patreon part, but the Wardlow angle's on fire. CM Punk's on fire. AEW has some hot wrestling right now. Hopefully, its ratings get better. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. But this is the first part of the Andy and LeMaire Say Wrestling Podcast where we talk about the wrestling news. I only did that because I think it'll be cool to one day put music there, you know.
I was like, are you editing something in? you paused like, all right, this is an edit point, and LeMaire, Andy, the news.
That's it, dude. That's it.
Way smarter than all those British fucks.
We're that culture, not what culture. We're the culture, not what culture.
That's our wrestling website, The Culture.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
All right, I'll co-sign it.
Let's start the wrestling news slow. Let's start it slow. Now there's news of like a lot of old people come out of retirement. Ricky Steamboat's trying to have a match at StarCast, which is like an event.
What?
Pay-per-view event. Yeah,
I saw that because we got a slew of wrestlers wanting to.
A slew of 60-year-old fucks.
Yeah. A slew of old fucks trying to live through the glory days, and mathematically it is impossible to get back to where you once were. Yeah. There is no possible way you will get what you used to have. You will get something like it, but it won't be close.
I feel like Ricky Steamboat would have a better match than, well, Ric Flair's training to come back also. Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat are training to go. Well, it's official. Ricky Steamboat's coming back, but Ric Flair's training to come back. And they're about the same age. Ric Flair might be actually kind of younger than Ricky Steamboat, but Steamboat is he's like an old guy who can work. He still has the shape. He still looks like he's in shape. Flair has a piece.
Dude, Flair
missing a piece of colon, right?
Dude, Flair looks like he could barely get in through the Dark Side of the Ring interview trying to convince people he didn't assault that girl.
Yeah. Come on. We were on the airplane. It's what you did.
He's like, here's the thing. It was okay back then. Oh, wait, shit. Like,
it's what we did.
It's what we did.
Yeah. What do you think? Ric Flair?
Nah, dude,
you think it's pro? You pro it? You against it?
I'm a Flair truther. That bitch was lying. Ric Flair, I want to see like what he has in his heart. That's what I want to see wrestle. But like his body's his body.
Yeah.
Because like Ric Flair's the dude you truly cannot take away from the ring. Like that was his.
He's the Jerry West of the end of the wrestling.
Jerry West, who is that?
He was the guy he was on the Lakers and he won some rings with the Lakers, but he couldn't stop thinking about basketball, so he started becoming like an office dude and started working in the office. He's still there.
Yeah, like Ric Flair is 100% the dude that just can't. Like, you know how Shawn Michaels ended way earlier than we all thought he would, and he's like, I don't want anything to like tarnish my legacy. And Ric Flair's just the guy who's just like, get me the fuck in there. Like I'm
trying to ruin my legacy.
He's like, I didn't miss so many of my kids' birthdays to just stop doing this. But I respect that. Like, all jokes aside, I respect that energy from Ric Flair 1000%. But just
this is all I got energy
of just like he can't stop no matter what. Like it's glaringly obvious. Like, look in the mirror, Rick. Go, or not even look in the mirror. Go walk to the mirror, Rick, and see what happens when you do that. And he'll be like, he'll fucking do his little fucking thing and yeah,
my
with
hip.
with like all the energy he can muster. But like, yeah, it's not gonna be good. But
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting. Did they say who he's gonna fight, or is he just kind of throwing this info out there?
Ricky Steamboat or Ric Flair?
I was talking about Ric Flair, but I am curious about Ricky Steamboat because that is the one. Like you were saying, they're like the same age, I think, but they're like the same age or some shit. But like the Ricky Steamboat one, I'm legit interested in because I can't remember. This was a couple months ago, but what was it? Was the one WrestleMania where Jericho was being like, "Fuck all you old timer fucks" or whatever, and like it was like 4 dudes. Ricky Steamboat was one of them, and it was all like I forget who the other 3 were.
Man,
but
Mick Foley.
Maybe
was it Shawn Michaels too?
No, I think they were like older dudes than that. I think they were all in like the Steamboat generation.
Yeah,
and
Slaughter.
And yeah, it was like a bunch of dudes who could like barely move in there, and then Steamboat was just didn't look like he missed a fucking step. Like this guy's just been in impeccable shape his whole
forever. He's just
and I can't imagine he's that much worse. You know what I mean? He's definitely slow. He's probably slowed down a little bit, but Ricky, I'm trying to look up a picture.
He's 69. Like, he looks pretty jacked still.
He's 69.
Yeah.
Sick.
Nice.
Hell yeah. What's the number? Yeah, I'm trying to look. Yeah. He looks pretty like, because he stayed in shape. I bet you he wasn't drinking and doing all that shit like all the other guys.
Yeah.
He stayed in pretty damn good shape. So I'm excited to check out the Steamboat match. But the
Steamboat's gonna do it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. How are you feeling about it?
I'm gonna just watch it online. It'll be nice to see these guys. Like, it's weird. They'll be old or whatever, but they were old when I was like young, you know. So like they'll still be old, but it'll be nice to see them like.
Yeah, wasn't the big like the big Steamboat Macho Man? That's like WrestleMania 3, right?
WrestleMania 2, maybe even. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like some old, So they've been around for a minute.
Wow, they've been around for a while.
For a long while. Do we know where they're wrestling at? Or these are these are all just thoughts, right?
I think Ricky Steamboat's wrestling at it's at Jim Crockett Productions, and then nothing else for Ric Flair yet.
Oh, it looks like they're teaming up with Dax Hardwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR.
Who? Ricky and Flair?
This is for Flair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading it on Wrestling Inc. Dave Meltzer added to that announcement, claiming that Flair gave him some insight on who his opponent will be in the bout. The Nature Boy will apparently be teaming with FTR's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, while their opponents will be the legendary Rock and Roll Express and someone else. Oh, and the Rock and Roll Express have you seen them too? Aren't they like
kind of old? I think so.
Yeah, but like they did the thing where they never like adjusted their outfit, so they look like ancient in the face, but they have like the real over the top done up hair.
Yeah,
that should be an interesting match.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fun.
Dax and Cash or FTR wins for sure. Let's get to the next news.
Yeah,
this is the most important news. Well, I guess this is the most important news.
Of the week, without a doubt.
Yeah, of maybe even the year so far. It seems like I don't know. Now it says Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of Raw. Now
LeMaire's in shambles.
yeah. I'm in a little bit of shambles because this could be a work or it could be like a real thing. But like I feel like it's a real thing, a shoot. I feel like it's a shoot. Because they're going to shoot it into a work, but it's a shoot right now because like WWE released a statement talking about the contracts and like all and like the time and like
let's give I mean I'm sure everyone knows, but wait,
Sasha Banks on Monday Night Raw on the May 5th 16th edition of Monday Night Raw, Sasha Banks and Naomi got there and they talked to Vince, and I guess they didn't like what was happening, and then they probably voiced their displeasure.
They didn't like the creative.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any sources or anything. I'm just going off what I hear on the internet.
One of the parts of this I'm very curious about is like Naomi's perspective on this.
Yeah,
because like they just started kind of like using her with any regularity, right? I've been sort of in and out of wrestling, so I'm kind of deferring to you on plot points and stuff.
Yeah, Naomi she just came back to be like a big part of the stories and stuff.
For like the past couple years, she'll like have a thing for maybe an episode or two and then no more.
Yeah, and she gets good pops too. She gets great pops.
Without a doubt, yeah. And so she just started getting like regular storylines and stuff like that. And I'm very curious if there's like, because like if Sasha's like, we're going into the office, I got to see Naomi being like, well, I guess we're going into the office.
But I don't think Naomi cares. Her husband's in the bloodline.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So, what does she care?
Yeah. So she's got.
And also, she's probably been mismanaged for years, and there's going to be like another step of mismanagement. She's like, what's going to happen? Who gives a fuck? The other shit I've been doing isn't working. Maybe this will work.
That's a really good point. They're like, and she's almost probably like, because she knows she's good. She's made her money. She probably just wants like, just give me a good program before I go out or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So she's all, but at the same time, she's probably of the perspective of like, what are they gonna use? What are they gonna do? Not use me a lot? Oh, that's different.
Yeah. Dude, I bet she probably said that. What are they gonna do? Not use me? Whatever. I got a bus.
Yeah.
No.
So what do you think? So how from your, because you keep up on the show pretty regularly, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm in and out. I kind of like pay attention.
You want me to read the statement from WWE.com, the official statement they released? Let me read the official statement.
Let's read the official statement from WWE.com.
The official statement from WWE.
www.wwe.com.
www.wwe.com. There's a lot of Sasha Banks and Naomi news on here. It's the first thing I bet. It says, when Sasha Banks and Naomi arrived at the arena this afternoon, they were informed of their participation in the main event of tonight's Monday Night Raw. During the broadcast, they walked into WWE head of talent relations John Laurinaitis' office with their suitcases in hand, placed their tag team championship belts on his desk, and walked out. They claimed they weren't respected enough as tag team champions, and even though they had 8 hours to rehearse and construct their match, they claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with two of their opponents, even though they've had matches with those individuals in the past with no consequence. Monday Night Raw is a scripted live TV show whose characters are expected to perform their requirements of their contract. We regret we are unable to deliver as advertised tonight's main event.
Yeah, there's just like a couple holes in this because Dave. Well, for who have they been fighting?
It's been Natalya, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, not Liv, Doudrop, Nikki ASH.
Okay, so they've been going through like the roster.
Yeah, they've been on the whirlwind. There's nothing they're planning to do. They're just like giving them the titles, so the titles like elevate.
Gotcha. No, I'm just like looking through the statement. Like, we regret we were unable to deliver as advertised tonight's main event. Like, they do that. Don't they do that stuff all the time?
WWE, yeah. On the thing, it literally says lineup is subject to change.
Yeah, like that's literally a wrestling thing.
That's why I think it's kind of a work.
Yeah, like, and also I'm just reading through this, like they're giving so much detail.
And none of it is about them.
About who? The tag
WWE. None of the details about what they're saying. It's all accusatory details.
Yeah, and it's like, but so here's the thing. They're like throwing all this shit out there being like defensive of like, here's our side of the story, just so you guys know it's not on us. And it's like, this wouldn't have gotten out. You could have chalked this up to like dirt sheet mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. That's why I'm just like when you were reading through it again, I'm just looking through this, like they've literally never done this and there would have been no consequences if they didn't bring this up.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's like a work, but I got to give them, but the thing that threw me off where they go, I don't know. I feel like they're being really smart about just leaning into like what the reality of wrestling is right now, where what was the one? Oh, Monday Night Raw is a scripted live TV show whose characters are expected to perform the requirements of their contract.
Yeah.
So it's like WWE is getting hip to, they're getting hip to like what modern day kayfabe has adjusted itself to,
yeah,
and exploiting that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're almost like they're creating kayfabe by like acknowledging the reality of what wrestling is.
They're trying to create there's a new kayfabe. They're trying to, I hear what you're saying. It's like a new precedent. Like there was a precedent when Vince McMahon went on when he was like, it's sports entertainment. And then when Chris Benoit killed his family, and Vince McMahon had to go in there and like they had to go in there and like be like, look, it's TV. Now this is like a different thing where they're like, look, it is TV, but these people have contracts that they have to do. And honestly, WWE contracts probably pretty bullshit. You don't get health care, you don't get like a lot of shit taken for unless it's in your contract, you know. You got to still like you should have nutritionalists if you're a WWE athlete, you know what I mean? Like because
don't they have like a bunch of trainers there and shit though?
For like stretching and stuff, so they can stretch you out and like make sure you don't get hurt or nothing. But they should have a trainer and a nutritionalist are two different things. Nutritionist.
You're adding like an L.
Yeah, I thought it was nutritionalist. No, it's nutritionist. All right, yeah, but they're different things. Like a nutritionist just worries about the intake. Yeah, so there should be nutritionists at WWE, you know what I mean? Like feeding people, make sure they're in the way they want, unless it's like certain characters where like, look, I'm fat, you know, I gotta be fat for my guy. But yeah, because they just like started. I was reading yesterday at the upfronts, which is like the big TV like presentations. WWE and AEW were both presented as sports.
Yeah. Well, they do that because actually I think if let me look up, because I think if you go on ESPN.com,
it does have WWE on there. Yeah,
I think it does, right?
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh wait, maybe not ESPN. No, I feel like they've tweeted about WWE stuff. Yeah. Okay, here you go. Yeah, they post a bunch of like, so yeah, that is this new weird meta. And I hate the term meta, but it's accurate, I guess.
It's accurate. It's accurate. There's a new WWE meta.
There is this new WWE meta where it's like it's so funny actually. Like this is what I always laugh about when people are just like wrestling's fake, it's stupid, it's gay, and you're like, it's actually like it is stupid. Don't get me wrong, but it's like there's this like weird complexity to it that goes outside of just the TV show.
Yeah.
Where it is this thing where they're like, we just admit that it's scripted and it's not real and yada yada yada. But also all major sports websites will report about it like it's real.
Yeah.
You're like, what are you doing to me?
Yeah. It's making the kayfabe like it's like expanding the kayfabe.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, how was the booking for them? Because like this kind of,
it wasn't like consistent. They were just like wrestling. They were just getting wins. They weren't like going in any angles. They're just wrestling Natalia, and it was just
and it's been like
I understand the frustration behind their angle,
but it's also too like they like the reason that if this is fake, it's a smart move because it kind of plays off the it kind of plays off the sorry, I was getting distracted. I was trying to look up something on Twitter and Mick Foley goes, if you are a white supremacist, please unfollow me. Well, goddamn, Nick. No. Shit. Well, fuck, dude. I love your tweets. But what was I saying?
How it could be worse.
It could, because it's like it plays off some things that have been going on with like that had happened with Sasha Banks. Like, remember when they won the tag titles last time?
Yeah.
And then she kind of like disappeared and there was all that like drama with her contract and all this other stuff. So it kind of like plays into that. But then at the same time, like you said, it's been a month and they still have like, it's been a month or so since WrestleMania and they still don't have.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, WrestleMania was like champions for a while.
WrestleMania was like the beginning of April, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been over or did they win those did they win those at Mania or beforehand?
I think they won them before Mania.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's been longer than a month, and from what you said, they
haven't really been doing anything.
Yeah, so it's like this is what makes me inclined to think it's a work, because there's enough on both sides that it makes sense for it to be like they thought of it this way.
Yeah.
And then also the sheer amount of like info that they're giving in this statement, and then that last part where they're like, we're sorry that we couldn't give you the thing we promised, which is a thing that they've done a bunch of times.
They've never
before.
said that before.
Yeah. And it's like, this goes against what, like, we know, like you said before, it's always card subject to change.
WWE has never said sorry.
Well, that's the other thing. This is like a very not WWE move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a new PR person.
So my verdict is work. What about you?
I think I'm going it's a shoot a shoot that got turned into a work. They're gonna come back and be over a little bit crazier, especially Naomi.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, because like, it's a shoot that turned into a work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could very likely be that as well. We'll just have to wait and see.
You want to get into Monday Night Raw talk?
Yeah, I'm also sorry. No, I'm just distracted by this picture of them I'm looking at, which first off, Naomi. Hell yeah, ladies. Nice. And also Naomi's wearing green and Sasha's wearing blue. So I'm the Naomi of the pod and you're the Sasha of the pod.